friends, and welcome to my first YouTube video on this channel. I'm excited to share my thoughts with you today and what awaits you in the future. And I will say that this is my first YouTube video that I'm sharing, so I'm a little bit nervous recording this, but I think it'll just make me better. As any uncomfortable thing, it gets easier after a while, so maybe the 10th, 20th, or 50th YouTube video will be a walk in the park. So today I want to tell you more about what this journey is and what I'm doing here on YouTube and what value it could bring to you. So I want to cover this in 3 different steps. So first I want to talk about why the channel name. Second, what is it that I want to accomplish with this channel and what will I do in the future? And third, let's talk about my first challenge. So first let's get started with the name. We do not hesitate. What does that even mean? So I think it's a fun name and it really shows what I'm trying to do with this channel. I'm trying to use this channel as a way to, first, I want to be able to show the results and track them of any challenge that I embark on and be able to review what happened, what learnings I took, and so on, and also to be able to share these with viewers like you. Hopefully from this you'll be able to learn what not to do, or hopefully get some vital pieces of information that you can use when you embark on a similar challenge. The second piece is that I really want to be accountable for challenges that I undertake, and I really want to move away from procrastinating, hence the name, We Do Not Procrastinate. So I want to learn how to be in the habit of having a dream or an idea and just starting immediately, as easy as that. And I believe that this YouTube channel will help me really take life by the horns, so to say. And then I also want to be able to connect with people. I want to be able to connect with people who are trying to improve themselves, trying to live the best life they can, and really just trying to, I don't know, exist with other people in a friendly manner. I love the quote that you are the average of the 5 people you surround yourself with, so maybe that 5th person can be the self-improvement YouTube channel, YouTube community. So that was a little bit about what the name, where the name comes from, and what I'm trying to accomplish here with my channel on YouTube. And with that, I'm really trying to bring value in terms of being able to track the results of any challenges I undertake and what kind of success I'm seeing, and hopefully that will help you when you do the same challenge or a similar one. So let's get into it with talking about what my first challenge will be. So as of right now, I am a 72 kilo weightlifter, and my sport is Olympic weightlifting. This consists of the snatch, and the clean and jerk. You have a barbell, you have some weights, you put them on, and then you pick it all up. I'll see if I can add some videos here to show what they are. Right now I've been competing in local meets, but I really want to see if there's something that I can have a more competitive edge. And the first thing that comes to mind is competing in a lower weight category. This means that I will go down in weight so that I can enter a weight class that's different than my own, where my numbers may be more competitive, numbers meaning what I lift. So in Olympic weightlifting you have different classes, similar to wrestling, of how much, like what's the range of how much you weigh and who you compete against. Because hypothetically, the more you weigh, the more you'll be able to lift. Right now, as I said before, I'm 72 kilos, so it'll be a fun little challenge of getting rid of 8 kilos, and that will be by 2021. So the goal, in a summary, is to compete as a 64 kilo weightlifter in 2021. So in order to do this, there's a few things that I've been considering. First of all, my first mission will be to plan ahead. Plan ahead what food I'm going to eat, how much of it, looking at macronutrients and micronutrients to make sure I'm getting enough fuel for the exercises that I'm doing. Right now I'm going to the gym 4 to 5 times a week. And I really want to be able to lose the weight but still maintain my strength. So that's very important to me. The second is that with this forward thinking, this planning ahead, I will start meal prepping as much as possible so that I can live life easier during the week and not have to create meal after meal, which takes a lot of time. I will tell you that I have not meal prepped that much in the past, so it's pretty new to me. But working a full-time job and exercising 4 to 5 times a week, where the exercising is 2 or 3 hours in the gym, it really eats up the time. So I really want to make sure that I can be effective and thereby meal prep. I will share my successes and failures with meal prep and how it's going and what I'm learning, so stay tuned for that. I am also eating more plant-based foods, so I'll continue this until further notice, and it'll be interesting how to meal prep with plant-based foods in order to hit all the macronutrients I need every day. So with that in mind, there's a few metrics that I want to keep track of during this challenge. So in high level, what they are is looking at the weight, journaling about how I'm feeling, looking at recovery data, and then looking at my lifts to see how they're doing. So let's start with the first one, with the weight. Obviously, the goal is based on weight, using a scale, 78 to 64 kilos, and therefore I will be weighing myself every 2 to 3 days to make sure that I'm trending the right way. Usually I would not weigh myself because I do not think that weight is a measure of fitness. People look different, they all have various body types and weigh differently, but they can all be fit in their own specific sport or what they're trying to accomplish. So I just don't think it's worth weighing myself every day. Second, the same kilo of fat takes up more space than muscle because muscle is more dense. So again, weighing yourself on a scale may not tell you how fit you are in terms of how much muscle you have. And then the second metric will be to journal about how I'm feeling. Now this is really important because I want this change to be sustainable and to be able to make the best choices when I'm preparing ahead for the next week, so that I can look back at my past week to say, oh, on Wednesday I was hungry and needed something else in order to feel well enough to go train, or maybe on Friday I was a little bit grumpy and needed a little bit more of a pick-me-up so that I could feel happier and be ready to go on Saturday morning. The recovery data is interesting because I have this little beautiful thing called a Whoop, and it tracks recovery data based on the activities that I do and the sleep I get. So I am actually thinking about doing a video about just the Whoop, a review of my opinion of the Whoop and how it has served me in the past few years. And with this, I will use the recovery metric to see how well I'm responding to exercise and sleep, to understand, am I improving my fitness in terms of the Whoop data, and am I getting the recovery I need, because it can be very much linked to the food I'm eating. And then third, no, that's the fourth. Let's go back. Fourth. The fourth metric would be looking at my lifts and the numbers I'm lifting consistently over time. Which way are they trending? So as I said before, I really want to keep my strength even when I go down 8 kilos. And by looking at the numbers that I'm able to hit based on the training schedule given to me by my coach, then I'll be able to also see how I feel during my training, so that I can try to predict if I'm not getting enough food or if I need something more, and I'll be happier. So that's it. That's a little bit of a introduction to me, this channel, what I'm trying to accomplish, especially looking at my first challenge. So I appreciate y'all being here with me for this very first YouTube episode, and I hope we have many more fine hours together in the future. So hang tight for my next 2 episodes. One will be the review of the Whoop. I love this thing, by the way. And then the second episode will be looking at the results of the first week. I think in the beginning I'll do more episodes more frequently in order to get started with this challenge and really hold myself accountable for keeping track of the metrics and being disciplined. And then we'll see if I can maybe move it to bi-weekly or something, so that we have more data to look at. So that's it for me today. I hope to see you all soon. Bye!